Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So guys, I was just digging in this whole area here. I dug it up and look what I just found in the bottom. I don't even know what that is. It is some kind of snake. Is it a grass snake? I've never seen one before, but oh my god, that's cool. Can I keep these? I don't know what. It's very interesting. I feel cool keeping it in here. Right, I'm gonna do a quick bit of research. Boys, look, boys, baby snake. Do you want to see Doodles?
Yeah, I don't want to. Well, it's good, but I don't like snakes.
You don't?
No.
It's definitely a snake, but I don't know what it is.
Get outside.
You don't have to be scared.
I'm scared of snakes.
Oh, why? But you're slithering, aren't you? No, I'm not putting it near you. Really interested though, what is it? Right, so it turns out this is actually a slow worm, which is a form of a legless lizard, that's hard to say. So yeah, I'm gonna go and put it back, but that's cool. It's cool finding something like that. I've never actually seen one before, so it was because my wife was out in that area the other day and she saw something a lot bigger than that, and we think that it could be an adder, like you get adders in the UK. Apparently they're venomous, but they very rarely bite. Anyway, she says she saw one of those. Who knows what she saw? She can sometimes get a bit excited or scared. So, but you know, this is definitely a baby, I think. Am I showing you there? Yeah. But yeah, cool to find stuff like that, isn't it? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put him back exactly where I found him, because I think that's probably the right thing to do. But it's still interesting to find and research, and you know, I mean, I was hoping it was going to be some sort of crazy thing, but apparently they're quite common. But I've never seen one before in all my years. I'm 33 years old now. I've never seen one, so. There you go, buddy. And that's how I found him, so perfect. Right, as you all know, behind me is the studio, the main studio, and that there is my old studio, which is quite small. Now, recently, I went to look at a unit to see if it was going to be a viable option for us to upgrade to, but although I could do it at the moment, it would cost an absolute fortune and would kind of limit the actual things I could put in it and the future content I can create. So what I want to do for the meantime, I'm glad I've done it, don't get me wrong, because now I know the cost, I know what it's going to be, and I know when I'll be able to do it. But what I want to do for the meantime is convert the old studio into the new Reptile studio. Now I started in that shed there, so I don't see any reason why we can't start there with some reptiles and some nano fish tanks. At the end of the day, it's still a fish tank channel. And then as we go along and gain experience in that area, I want to get another one of what you can see behind me here and put it next to it. But start with, let's just see what we can do in the little studio that we've got. I mean, it's a good space, it's already converted, it's already insulated. Currently it's a bit of a bomb site. Now there's tons of brand new equipment all at the back. Now, if you look up at the sky, we're good at the moment weather-wise, but the rain is coming in. So what I want to do is move all of the stuff that's in this studio at the moment into here, the new studio, in this space. So this is about the size of that shed in there. So I can just put it all into the back here, and then I can just get painting, because currently it's so dark and gloomy in there. Click subscribe. Right, that's most of all the stuff out, all the boxes of storage. Anyway, so we've got these two massive terrariums at the back there, or paludariums, because actually you can put water in the base of them. I'm going to have to remove, well, I don't need to take those out actually, they're covered in plastic, so they're well protected. This one is all opened and set up that I did ages ago. I'm just going to move that to one side when I'm painting that side, cover it up. I've got my desk area in here as well. I've just noticed up here, look at that, there's a full-on spider's nest. And they're all alive still. I'm going to get the Hoover on that. It's been a while since I've looked up there. What's that at the back? Oh my God. Hoover. Alexa, stop. So, stupidly, I've painted the wall behind me. I just want to see what it looks like. I don't like it. I'm going to go with what I've got in the other studio, which is just black walls everywhere and the white ceiling. And already it's brightening it right up in here, so it's definitely the right decision. I think on camera it looks smaller like this than it actually is, but if I come to the end here, I mean, I've got plenty of room to have like a channel for walking and another room to be able to like display all the terrariums and all the lizards and, well, not necessarily lizards. Well, I'm not even sure yet, but you know, well, I am sure, but I don't want to tell you yet in case I change my mind. But yeah, there's so much cool stuff coming in here. I think it's going to look great. A lot of the time I'm always floor gang, remember that. So if I'm floor gang now, then everything is like really good. I mean, I can get much further over than what I am now because I've also got these large terrariums right next to me. So we're going to have plenty of room. I think it's going to look really good. It's going to be a good start anyway. We don't have to go all in to start with, do we? We can move into that as we progress. But to start with, I think it's going to be a really good little space. Right, here's where we're at. I've got one terrarium in. Now, I've got it at a slight angle because why does everything have to be square all the time? But then I've got enough room for a nice big one to go next to it. And we can sort of arch it so it does like a sort of corner thing. I don't know. And then have some more along this way as well. Yeah, that should be the best option, I think. Keep this bit clear where these are at the moment. And then we can just sort of have a nice viewing corner, if you like. I think that'll be the best way to do it. But first of all, now I need to build the stands for these bad boys. Woohoo! Right, the first terrariums are in. I've got two at the back there, like, let me step out of the way. There you go. Oh, he fell over. Right, two at the back there in here. I don't think there's enough space to put the other big one in here, so I'm going to put that in the main studio. I'm going to stop calling it the main studio though. Studio 2? No. Oh, if I just keep it the reptile studio and the fish studio, you guys will know the difference from that, won't you? So yeah, I'm not just going to keep this for reptiles, I'm going to have more tanks in here as well. I'm going to put my 60cm in here and the reef one that I was planning, that's going to go in here as well. A few more nanos and well, it's out of shot, but there we go. Got my desk in here as well, so I can do some sort of editing and voiceover work and all that sort of thing on this. So that's going to be perfect. Yeah, there's loads of options now. It's opening up a whole window, no, doorway. A whole load of options. Anyway, let's leave it at that. Click subscribe. So that is that. In here it's done at least. It looks great, I think. I mean, when I've got loads of plants and that in this terrarium here, and then a massive planted tank behind me on that side, it's going to look so good. For like anything I do now, I'm just going to stand here because it'll look good. We've got loads of room as well, so look, I'm doing a full circle here, not even in one spot. But and then if you come out the door, I'll also show you as you come in. I think I showed this at the start of the video, but never mind. But yeah, there's loads of room. Look, I'm in the wide angle mode, guys, so again, it makes the sort of highlights go a bit weird, but you know, it gives you a good sense of what's going on, and I think it's all looking so good. Look at that. Oh, I've got, look at these boxes down here. Absolutely chocked full of all different bowls and vines. Look at that lot in there. Vines and different bulbs. Loads and loads of stuff to be able to go in the new terrariums and vivariums. Speaking of which, let me show you in the other studio. Okay, here we are in the other studio. Oh, hang on. Lights are off. There we go. This is the other studio. It kind of looks like I've got two like old school arcade machines set up at the end, doesn't it, at the moment? But let me shut that door. There's plenty of room. Like down here you can see there's plenty of room for me to get into. So I've got this, This is where the reef aquarium is going to go on this part where Alexa is. Then I've got this tank here, needs to be cleaned out and sorted out, but I'll probably be using that for a storage tank to start with. But down here, look, we've got little Mike. He's loving it in here. It's got a nice little heater. It's nice and warm in here as well, guys, so you don't have to worry about the heat. Loads of room at the top on top of my desk now for all these little nano tanks as well. Again, all to be scaped. I don't know what I'm going to do in those yet, but something fun, no doubt. But yeah, there's loads of room. I'm really loving this, really loving how it's turned out, guys. And also I made sure I left plenty of room for me to be able to move around. Look, I can move everywhere. I'll be able to show you inside this. You obviously won't have that reflection on the back, but obviously I've only got one light in here at the moment, so it's not as bright as it's going to be. With all these lights, I've got two canopy? That's something you eat. Canopy lights. Yeah, canopy, terrarium canopy. So these pack out some serious light, so we're simulating the sun at the end of the day, so that's going to look really good as well. Eventually it'll be really bright in here. I mean, it looks bright now, I do, because I've got the light on me and I've got the door open, but eventually I want it all to be artificial light. And that just gave me a really cool idea, as having like a glass roof and like terrariums everywhere. How cool would that be? But no, we're not doing that because it's a shed. So we have got so much stuff going on, guys. Now's the time to subscribe if you're not, because there's tons of stuff coming up. I mean, I say that every video. Why aren't you subscribing already anyway? But there's loads of stuff planned. You know, we've got that big tank behind me. I'm going to be doing a massive angel scape on that. That's what you guys agreed with me would be a good idea from the last video. I've got nanos everywhere. I want to do basically more builds. I'm not going to do builds in vlog style anymore. I'm going to do them as a whole video, and then we can sort of vlog around them. And I've got a new series coming up called How to Improve Your Aquarium. So I recently asked you guys to send into my Reddit, my subreddit I've got myself now. I'll leave the link down in this description. You can send in your pictures of your tanks to me, or videos of your tanks to me. I'm going to review them, if you want me to, that is. Maybe you just want to show them off. Some of them on there already are absolutely amazing. Actually better than what I've done, but you know, that's cool. But yeah, that's going to be a cool little series where we can all look at stuff together and enjoy all of our own stuff, like a community sort of vibe. I'll do that, hopefully be able to do that once a week. I mean, don't hold me to that because it's a lot of work, but that'd be pretty cool. So yeah, again, if you're not subscribed, make sure you do, and the link to the Reddit's in the description if you want to go and take a look at some cool tanks of the community.